I decided that I'm not going to let my circumstances and setbacks and so-called disabilities define who I am. At 6 or 7 years old, where the school psychologist had an interview with my parents and told them that I have ADD and autism, and therefore I would never amount to anything, can never hold a job, can never achieve or accomplish anything, and I would probably always have to be cared for. I started in this thing called the STEP. It's called the Student Temporary Employment Program, where if you're going to school, you're also eligible to get a job as a part-time job here at Edwards. So I signed up for college, and then I applied for the program, and I got a job offer as a laborer, and so I did that for a little bit, about a few months, but all of a sudden I started getting fails in my college classes, so that got me put on academic probation. And then I got called into my manager's office saying that on the Student Temporary Employment Program, or the Stay in School Program, that's what it's also called, that there's a zero tolerance policy for that, and I was in danger of being terminated. There was a high probability I was going to be terminated from the program, in which I would lose my job. So I decided to resign instead. And after I resigned, a couple directors got together that knew me in the building, which is in building 1600, and they got together to create a program for me in which I can start as a tool and parts attendant as a WG3, and in which tool and parts attendant is a WG6 usually, but on the special program they created for me, I could start as a WG3. So they made me that position. I applied for it, and I got the job. I'm thankful that I was working with people that were very patient and were willing to work with me through my struggles and mishaps. And so after a few years, they saw a lot of competency in me, and they decided to move me up to a WG5. And then after a few years after that, they saw more competency and decided to move me up to a WG6, which is the normal rate for the tool and parts attendant. And then just recently, I got promoted to the work leader position. Yeah, so for the people who go through the same struggles I go through, you just need to have focus, perseverance, and drive. I decided that I'm not going to let my circumstances and setbacks and so-called disabilities define who I am. I realized that I'm not limited. Just because I have some limits doesn't mean they're permanent. Just because you don't have the ability doesn't mean you don't have the potential.